From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
14. First down, Cardinals.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. The former ASU Sun Devil, Eno Benjamin with it. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
They run it with Benjamin, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll toss it out to Carson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking deep for Hilton. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
His kick.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 3. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Carry now for Chase Edmonds. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
39-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. This is caught inside the 15.
Murray's pass.
It's a big play on 3rd down for the Cardinals. And even 50 yards. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
As the field starts to get condensed, the defense likes that a lot because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chase Edmonds, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, Seahawks 7. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This time Wilson will throw. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
With the score,
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds.
Murray's pass.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. And it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Murray trying again after the pick six. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Murray gets this one to Isabella. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
It's a game.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Murray. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1 yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Murray has it knocked loose, fumble, and the Seahawks have recovered. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a 2-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. 2-hand. Oh, I get it. 2-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Brought down at the 15-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And
the ball popped in the air and intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Murray now to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown.
Number 13, Christian Kirk.
Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals have once again taken the lead.
He is good.
And his kick is good.
Cardinals 17, Seahawks 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. at their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your play.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 24, Seahawks 14. Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to see what's served, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their 25-yard line. He gives it off to Carson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Options galore here, second and a few inches.
It's second and inches.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Wide receiver.
A nice play design there with a touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now Murray off play action. And incomplete on the deep ball. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Murray again, second and 10. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
I certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable. I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean. They can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Now a first and 10 at the 11. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Buying time to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Murray. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Edmonds. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Incomplete.
On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away.
On to punt. It's 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. On 3rd down, Murray, and they're able to get this one across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
First down, Cardinals.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Murray going to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Wilson steps away to, and it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Seahawks 28, Cardinals 24. Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends...
That's caught at the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
To number 13,
Christian Kirk, 77 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it, and look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them, a big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
That's good.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. Rolling to his right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's good.
23 yards on the play. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Wilson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The 44-yard line.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jalen Thompson picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Benjamin. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
And the Cardinal
Well, if they can execute the run-pass option like that, it puts the defense in a really, really tough spot.
The running ability of Kyler Murray makes defensive coordinators and players crazy because it's
touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Seahawks 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Penny, the ball carrier.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd
From the gun, Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 35 to Mike. I'm coming.
Throwing is Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here's another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 99 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I don't want to see what's said, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me wasn't Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle package Tel Aviv. This ain't the destination, all I
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There he goes left side. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona.
For the extra point.
The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get into the act, and one does here.
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with it all game long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete. It's Carson out of the backfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Seattle, Washington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. To throw again. Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And the Seahawks on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. He lets it fly from Lockett. And this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches, and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
36. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
On second and 12, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella.
Murray's pass.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run with Edmonds. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
10 at their own 36-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He'll find Metcalf. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But it's 4th.
The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they certainly gave it an attempt. They had a diminutive receiver like this running through the land of giants in the middle of the field, but they couldn't find enough room to get him the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
On down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
It's a pickup of 6.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Murray, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
No gain on the
defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
They go play action with Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and is much more successful as well.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Carson. And he gets this down deep inside of Arizona's 15-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 46 yards on the ground. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit.
Conversion.
Play action. Now Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. Taken in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Down by KJ Wright.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find Kirk complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a
excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. Back to throw it, Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Cardinals 66. Seahawks.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
On the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Cardinals, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.